In this lesson, I'm having students look at applications of exponential functions, and one of those is using Newton's law of cooling to determine the time of death of a body. And so the coroner arrived on the scene and took two temperatures. One was at 0 times 0 at 10 p.m., which was 92.4 degrees, and the other one was 30 minutes later at 91.8 degrees. So first of all, we substitute those in, 92.4 for initial temperature and 91.8 for T of T at time 30. So I'm going to go ahead and substitute 30 in for small t. And when we go through and solve that, because k would be your only unknown then, k is going to be approximately equal to 0.0008. And then we can use that constant rate of change to determine the time of death of the body now, because now the initial temperature could be 98.6 at the time of death, should be the normal temperature of a body. Subtract, and we're just going to assume that, subtract 68. We're going to find that first, and then we're going to have, we also know that at 30 minutes later, 92.4 at that 10 p.m. is going to be time t. So 68 is the surrounding temperature still, plus 98.6 subtract 68, and then you're going to have e to the negative 0.0008, and we're solving for little t. We just have to realize that when we find t, we have to count backwards from that 10 p.m. And so when you subtract 68, first of all, from that 92.4, you're going to get 24.4 is equal to that 98.6 subtract 68. That's going to be equal to 30.6 times the e to the negative 0.0008 t. And now you're going to divide by 30.6 on both sides. And you get 0.80 is equal to e to the negative 0.0008. And then you have to take the natural log of both sides. And when you take the natural log of 0.80 and divide by that 0.0008, you get that is negative 0.223 divided by negative 0.0008, and that's going to be approximately equal to, time is going to be at 278.75 minutes. And now we need to count backwards from 10 o'clock. Well, 4 hours back would be 6 p.m., and that would take care of 240 minutes. So you're going to have 4 hours that we need to count back, 38 minutes, and actually 75 hundredths of a minute. So 75 hundredths times 60. When you divide that out, that's going to be 3 and 5. And that's going to be 15. So you basically end up with, because the 5 is going to divide into 75 15 times, 15 times 3 is going to be 45 seconds. So if you count backwards, that's going to be 5:22 if you went back 4 hours and 38 minutes, but you need to count off the 45 seconds also. So it's going to be 5:21 and 15 seconds. Was the time of death, and that is PM.